but there's still some snow, very residual outhouse. The cabin's fine. Okay, so that pile of snow is what we had moved in, what was it, March or January? It was like 20 feet high. There's video of us sliding down it, but a friend used a front loader to move it, and these were all kicked out of the way. Front loader, they were sitting on the ground over there. We saw them sticking out of the snow pile, but they didn't break at all. Superior Stone Company's stuff seems to last pretty well. Outhouse. We still have to level that. It's slightly, and we kind of built that in a hurry. It took us a day and a half to build that, the two of us. And yeah, it needs to be redone there. But anyway, here, this is the generator house, just cinder blocked. Actually, the way this was done was, it's like here, there's actually posts in the ground that were put in. Then it was filled in with dirt and cement. There's cement in there and in there. Now these ones here, these sideway ones, when I built it, I thought that the generator might get really, really hot, so I wanted as many as possible. Well, that was a dumb idea. If you look at our last video, which is below, linked below, you'll see that the snow is like up here. So I might use blocks or to put right there to block off a lot of these. What you doing, Sarah?
Opening the window so maybe it'll warm up in here.
Yeah, it's warmer outside than it is in the cabin right now. We do not actually store the generator up here. We take it back with us, but we do keep the empty gas cans in there. But we need to take them back with us to the house, so they're going to come with us. But that's basically the inside of the generator house. Generator just sits on there. Exhaust goes out that way, as you can tell. And it doesn't get, this is enough where it doesn't get really hot when we use it. It's really cold out. So, like, I need to close these off. And I need to close these off. But those have to stay open. Actually, I can't close those off because that's where the cords run through. But I can close those off. Here's the outhouse. Now, it was painted orange with reflectors so we could find it in the middle of the night when there's no moon and a flashlight. But it was made of scrap wood, so it's not the best looking thing, but it is polyurethane. Floor is sealed. Don't worry, I'm not going to lift that up. It survived the winter pretty well. Like I said, you can tell it's slightly, I think that's level, so you can see it's slightly tilted that way. But we have a jack, we could jack it up. We just use silicone seal in between the boards here. The roof actually held up pretty well, but yeah, the only wood that was purchased for this was these two pieces on each side, because we didn't have 2x4s that long. Everything else is reused wood, but doors have to be self-closing here too, so but yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Gas for the saw. I think we should just bring the big gas can. Okay, so this is where we usually have our fire pits. These trees were cut down to make clear way for the cabin back in October, I think it was. And they were like just covered this whole area, and the snow just totally mashed them down. We got a new blade for the chainsaw. Hopefully this weekend I can get to cutting some of this wood down so we can have firewood. Okay, so right now we can try to finish these wall boards. Sarah's out there measuring. I'm recording this from in here because if I do it from out there, the generator just makes it sound all warbly. But we're not going to encase that whole side. That's where our field shower is going to go. We're going to get a tankless water heater. So we got that corner, part of this corner we have to do the window, this, that, and that, and the rest should be done because I did all that shortly, I think back in October. But as soon as we get these wall boards up, then maybe we can start on the floor tiles, which we bought, you know, when we got the cabin. And it's actually decent temperature in here. This is the generator house cover. I think it's 1-inch plywood, but it was untreated. It survived the winter pretty well, but I'm putting a spray painting, just a clear coat over it for added protection. And Sarah's actually doing a real good job over there. Alright, we're going to go see Infinity War here in a second. But it's all up. Sarah's cutting one last board right now. I'll show you what that is in a second. But we got all the wall boards up. Finally. Those are corner pieces because they didn't match up perfectly. Just that's the piece Sarah's cutting. And that's not getting done because that's where the shower's going. But other than that, all the wall boards are up. Finally. And not only are all the wall boards up, but there's all the tarp for the ceilings, and there is insulation under all of this. How we're going to take care of this here is just going to get a 1x12 and just put it here, and then we'll have shelving, and then we'll just hide that a little bit. We do plan on putting molding around this stuff eventually, and the seams, they do make tape for that, so we're not worried about that. But yeah, anyway, that's it for now. And let's see what else we get done. I don't know if we're going to get the floor done. There's people kayaking out there. Okay. I don't know anything that would fit. Not even an elephant. Look cool on T-Rex though. Just missing the blue one. I think it's a tiny bit too big. Just a little bit. There, it's a tent. Anybody here? So we decided to go get food first. We went to the Ambassador and got yummy Greek pizza. It's like the best ever. Now we're gonna go see Infinity War, and we're both really tired. I'm tired because I'm old. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna go do now.